Howling time. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Here, going to give you selections for May 2nd, 2020. The track's going to be Oaklawn Park. It is going to be both divisions of the Arkansas Derby. Yes, you heard me right. 2 divisions of the Arkansas Derby. Each purse is going to be $500,000 each. And some good horses running and some great field. For the first division is race number 11. Going the mile and 1/8 distance. You got your favorite, which is going to be the number 1 Charlatan. Has some great speed. Runs out. The pedigree reads that it should love the distance. Maybe a bit longer. Maybe coming up as a short price. But those that know me and listen to this podcast and know how I am, I try to give you a price horse in any type of way, unless it's very, very necessary that I choose the favorite. But I'm going to give you my 2 top selections and my horses to watch in both divisions. First, with race number 11, the favorite again is the number 1 Charlatan at even money. My top selection, though, is going to be the number 6 Shooter Shoot at morning line odds at 8-1. It's by Competitive Edge out of a Bernardini mare. Last time round on April 11th at Oaklawn Park, going a mile distance for allowance optional claiming $80,000, was able to win that race by a neck. Dueled out throughout, was behind the pace setter, and coming up strong into that second turn into the stretch to come up for that good win by the neck. The last time before that, it ran on March 15th at Santa Anita on a good track, going a mile distance for maiden special weight $55,000. Was able to win that race by 3 1/4 lengths. Was the pace setter and ran out through all the way around to come up for a good win and winning as the race went longer. So with that one, and then before that, it ran at Santa Anita on February 16th, going 6 furlongs for maiden special weight $55,000. Was able to get second by 5 3/4 lengths. Stalked the pace and was second throughout all the way through. Then lose a position. The workouts have been on March 29th at Santa Anita, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 47.80 seconds handily. Was the 8th best out of the 89 workouts that day. Then the next workout was on April 5th at Oaklawn Park on a sloppy track. Did it in 36.60 seconds breezing. Was the best out of the 3 workouts that day. Then for the last workout, it was on April 25th at Oaklawn Park. Did it on the 5 furlongs on a good track. Did it in 1 minute flat breezing. Was the best out of the 12 workouts that day. For what I see with this one, I believe that with having run against Charlatan and came up second by lots of lengths, but knows how to run against him, should show that it should be stalking the pace, maybe be fighting for the pace. Maybe they'd be pulling back on the favorite Charlatan to maybe lay off a bit, so knows how to get the difference. But with Shooter Shoot, Joe Talamo's going to try to do the same thing. Maybe be behind Charlatan. Maybe be a little closer, though. Not too far back, but somewhat closer. And coming up strong and late. And has more knowledge of the racing than the number 1. But needs to show the fight that it has. Has some great numbers showing behind it. The fractions are well. and needs to just show the ability to come up strong and late into that turn for a good placing. So if anything happens, you should see the 6-horse Shooter Shoot come up strong and late for a good win at a decent price. So again, for my top selection in the Division 1 of the Arkansas Derby, it is the number 6 Shooter Shoot at morning line odds at 8-1. And now it's time for my second choice. My second choice is going to be the number 4, Governor Morris, at morning line odds at 9-2. Last time ran on March 28th at Gulfstream Park, going a mile and 1/8 distance in the Florida Derby Grade 1. Was able to get 4th by 5 1/4 lengths. Shipped it out and had to go 5 wide and didn't have enough in it to run to come up for a good, at least to come up for a good 4th. It had the ability. Before that, it ran on February 14th at Tampa Bay for allowance optional claiming $75,000. Was able to win that race by a length and a quarter. Was forced out behind the pace setter coming up. Had to go 3 wide and had to steady, but was able to win that race by that good quarter in length and ran it off great. The time before that, it ran on October 5th at Keeneland, going a mile and 1/16 distance in the Breeders' Fraternity $500,000 purse. Was able to get second by 5.5 lengths. Had no match, was back inside there, but came up strong and late. Had a great kick to come up strong and late for that good second there. The workouts have been on April 11th at PVD training course was going 4 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 49.50 seconds breezing, was the third best out of the 19 workouts that day. The next workout was on April 18th at the PBD training course, going 5 furlongs, did it in 1 minute, 0.01.201 seconds breezing, was the 5th best out of the 10 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on March 25th, going 4 furlongs at that PBD training course, did it in 49.50 seconds breezing, was the 14th best out of the 28 workouts that day. Well, let's see what this one. It ran against in the Florida Derby, came up a good 4th. It's keeping John Velasquez is staying aboard, knows how to come up, has some great wins aboard it. The wins that John Velasquez has been aboard him has totaled around just about 11 lengths total together. And they're together, the trainer jockey combination is at 17% click. The only thing that the issue is that it's the first time running there. We don't know how it is. The pedigree reads it that it could do it well. Knows that it has some great fractions that may come up strongly late. If no issues happen, doesn't have to be forced out. Maybe stay in a bit and not get crowded up or boxed in. You see this one coming up strong and late for a good kick at a decent price. So again, for my second choice in race number 11 in the first division of the Arkansas Derby, it is the number 4 Governor Morris at morning line odds at 9-2. Now it's time for my horse to watch in the first division of the Arkansas Derby, race number 11. My horse to watch is the number 8, Anjou d'Or, at morning line odds at 6-1. It is by Magli d'Oro out of a Tappet mare. last time ran on February 15th, going a mile and 1/8 distance in the Risen Star Stakes. Came up ninth by 12 and 3/4 lengths. Got bumped in early, was up in there, got tied up, and had to go 5 to 6 wide to get that ninth place showing, but had issues in that race. The time before that, it ran on December 7th at Los Alamitos Training Course, the daytime racing in the Los Alamitos Fraternity for a $200,000 purse. Was able to get second by a neck. Had to go 3 wide bid. Was coming up strong to show off at Los Alamitos in the daytime racing. They had that long stretch and was able to come up for that good second late. The time before that, it ran on November 1st at Santa Anita on the fast track. Did it in a 1 mile, 1/16 distance. Came up second by a head. Was looming up late. Had no issues, strong, and just was nosed out and lost it by a head. The workouts have been on April 11th at Golden Gate Fields, going a mile distance on the Tapeta on a fast track. Did it in 1 minute, 40.60 seconds handily. Was the only workout that day. The next workout was on April 18th at Golden Gate Fields on the Tapeta, going 3 furlongs. It was a fast track. Did it in 36.80 seconds handily. Galloped. Was the 4th best out of the 21 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 24th at Golden Gate Fields on the Tapeta, going 6 furlongs on a fast track. Did in 1 minute, 14.40 seconds handily. Was the best workout out of the 5 workouts that day. What I see with this one, it has the pedigree. It could read longer. Both of the sides, both of them have a good pedigree for longer distance at this type of level. Should be able to handle it well. Just needs to get a nice clearing. Doesn't need to get bumped. Stay clear. Maybe not be out too far. But maybe stay around in the mid-pack to show that it has the ability to come up very strong and late. So again, for my horse to watch, in the first division of the Arkansas Derby, race number 11, it is the number 8, Andrew Dior at morning line odds at 6-1. To recap my selections for in race number 11, the first division of the Arkansas Derby, it is my top selection is the number 6, Shooter Shoot at morning line odds at 8-1. My second choice is the number 4, Governor Morris at morning line odds at 9-2. And for my horse to watch, it is going to be the number 8, Andrew Dior at morning line odds at 6-1. Now it's time for the second division of the Arkansas Derby, race number 13. We got a field of 11 running. I'm going to give you my 2 top selections plus the horse to watch. My top selection is going to be the number 5, Nadal, at morning line odds at 5-2. It's by Blaine out of a Pulpit Mare. Last time ran on March 14th at Oaklawn Park on a sloppy track. Was running a 1 mile, 1/16 distance in the Rebel. Was able to win that race by 3/4 of a length. Was all the way through leading and cleared off and held on well. The time before that ran on February 9th at Santa Anita, going 7 furlongs in the San Vicente Stakes Grade 2 for a $200,000 purse. Was able to win that race by 3/4 of a length. Was in between the pace, was behind the pace setter, and came up into just barely right in the stretch to come up for the good win late. Then the last time it ran, and the only time before that, was on January 19th at Santa Anita, going 6.5 furlongs for maiden special weight, $55,000. Was able to win that race by 3 3/4 lengths. Was held off, was inside dueled and cleared off as the race went longer. The workouts have been on April 15th at Santa Anita, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 59.80 seconds handily. Was the best workout out of the 65 workouts that day. Then the next workout was on April 20th at Santa Anita, going 6 furlongs on a fast track, did in 1 minute 11.80 seconds handily. Was the best out of the 3 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 26th at Santa Anita, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 59.20 seconds handily. Was the best out of the 46 workouts that day. With this one, is keeping Joe Rosario aboard, has been aboard the last 2 times and won by 3/4 of a length. As the jockey trainer combinations at 30%. They know how to do it well. It's Baffert is Rosario, but also in this case, they had the good win on a sloppy track, but will be able to handle a fast track. That's the only thing to see. But also knows how to get up in there, and Joe Rosario will know how to get him into position well, and hopefully hang on there for a good win. So again, for my top selection in the Division 2 of the Arkansas Derby, race number 13, it is the number 5, Nadal, at morning-line odds at 5-2. Now it's time for my second choice. My second choice in the Division 2 of the Arkansas Derby in race number 13, it is the number 3, Storm the Court, at morning-line odds at 6-1. The last time he ran was on March 7th at Santa Anita, going a mile and 1/16 distance in the San Felipe, going for a $400,000 purse. Was able to get third by 5 3/4 lengths. Was up in second, drifted out a bit inside, and strutted into the stretch. Best rested, but couldn't hang on for that second into the stretch. Then got third. The time before that, ran on February 9th at Santa Anita, going 7 furlongs in the San Vicente $200,000 purse. Was able to get fourth by 2 1/4 lengths. Had to go 3 wide into the stretch and just got edged out for third. The time before that, it ran on November 1st at Santa Anita, going a mile and 1/16 distance in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Grade 1 came up first by a head. Was up gamely all the way through and just barely won it by the head there. The workouts have been on April 15th at Santa Anita, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did in 1 minute 0.60 seconds handily. Was 12th best out of the 65 workouts that day. The next workout was on April 20th at Santa Anita, going 6 furlongs on a fast track, did in 1 minute 13.60 seconds handily. Was the third best out of the 3 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 27th at Santa Anita, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 47.60 seconds handily. Was the fourth best out of the 41 workouts that day. What I see with this one is getting Fabian Pratt back aboard after having Rosario. The thing that with this one is that we'll be able to handle it. Fabian Pratt has got 3 lengths, has won aboard him by 3 lengths in the 2 races he's been on, and there's been some other that he's been in placings. The only thing is that will you be able to stay out of trouble? Will you be able to find a clear path? That's the one thing that would be hard to decide. It's been on facing tougher before, so it should have a good ability to come up very strong and late. Peter Erden has been running getting some good workouts out of him. Knows how to get up there very fast and strong. Maybe closer off, maybe behind the pace there to show that what type of ability that Storm the Court has. So what needs to be done, pedigree reads that loads the distance, maybe have a little issue, maybe needs a little shorter, but with this one should know that has a great ability to come up strong and late. So, and has space against Nadal before and came up 4th the time before that, but had to go 3 wide into the stretch and got edged out in that race. So with this one, you'll see this one very strong and late. So you'll need it coming up strong. So again, for my second choice in the Division 2 of the Arkansas Derby, it is the number 3 Storm the Court at morning line odds at 6-1. And now it's time for my horse to watch for the Division 2 of the Arkansas Derby. My horse to watch is going to be the number 10, Farrington Road, at morning line odds at 12-1. It's by Quality Road out of a Langford mare. Last time ran on April 11th on a sloppy track at Oaklawn Park, going 1 1/8 distance in the Oaklawn Stakes. Was able to get second by half a length. Had to get off slow, had to go 6 wide and drifted, was gaining the ability late. The time before that ran on February 15th at the fairgrounds on a fast track going 1 1/8 distance in the Risen Star. Was able to get 4th by 4.5 lengths. Had to go 4 or 5 wide into the turns and then go 8 wide into the stretch. Time before that, it ran on January 12th at Tampa Bay on a fast track going 1 mile and 40 yards for a maiden special weight, $27,000. Was able to win that race by a length and 3/4. Had to split up foals, was behind the pacer, splitting up foals, horses here and there, and coming up, advancing 3 wide to get that good win. The workouts have been on April 3rd at the PBD training course, going 4 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 49.49 seconds. Breezing was the 12th best out of the 21 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 24th at Oaklawn Park, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 50.20 seconds. Breezing was the 72nd best out of the 83 workouts that day. Well, I see with this one, it has the ability to come up strong, would show the way. It has the Quality Road with Langford, knows how to get up into positions. They're great, and the way that shows that it has just needs to get a good clearing, maybe stay getting off wide and getting up into the lane closer so it doesn't have to go too wide. Castellano will need to show the ability that this horse has and knows it has by just coming up inside a bit and laying off. Maybe be behind the pace setter or even try to be the pace setter for this type of distance and so forth. And coming up very strong and late to stay up in there for the ability to win or even in a good placing. So for my horse to watch in the Division 2 of the Arkansas Derby, race number 13, it is the number 10, Farrington Road, at morning line odds at 12-1. Now to recap my selections for the second division of the Arkansas Derby, race number 13. My top selection is the number 5, Nadal, at morning line odds at 5-2. My second choice is the number 3, Storm the Court, at morning line odds at 6-1. And for my horse to watch, it is the number 10, Farrington Road, at morning line odds at 12-1. Okay, so let's recap both divisions. For the first division, race number 11, my top selection is the number 6, Shooter Shoot, at morning odds at 8-1. My second choice is the number 4, Governor Morris, at morning odds at 9-2. And my horse to watch, it is the number 8, Nadul Deor, at morning odds at 6-1. For the second division, the top selection, race number 13, it is the number 5, Nadal, at morning line odds at 5-2. Second choice is the number 3, Storm the Court, at 6-1. And for my horse to watch in the Division 2, it is the number 10, Farrington Road, at morning line odds at 12-1. And remember, when you're cashing with the wolf, it's time. If you'd like to follow me on my selections, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is Aztec Pride Racing and Twitter. And also on Twitter is Howler92. And you can follow me on Facebook, also with Aztec Pride Racing on Facebook, and also on Howling Wolf Sports and more on Facebook. And remember, when you're cashing with this wolf, it's howling time. And remember, let's cash in those tickets. Good luck, everyone, and let's make those bucks. Good luck to everyone on their day of handicapping on the Oaklawn Park, and let's make that money.